What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video here. So we got some interesting news coming out on the Iran front in particular here. So we've had a major development, I would say, in the last 24 hours. So yesterday, Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, went on Fox News and he made an appearance. And we talked about this last week where basically Iran and the United States are holding indirect talks, specifically in Oman, basically to see if there could be some sort of negotiation or a settlement before Trump's deadline, which is in early May, to come to an agreement or it'll be bombs away in Iran, basically. This was the statement by Trump, and this is the deal. So they're indirect negotiations. They're set to meet again next week in Oman again for a second round of negotiations. Now, what's interesting about this is Steve Witkoff basically went on Fox News yesterday and, in a shocking turn of events, said, maybe Iran does not need to do a total denuclearization program. Maybe not. Maybe just to a certain level and only the 2015 nuclear deal, which is what Trump pulled out of in the first place, which is kind of strange. Like, wait a second, you pulled out of that deal originally. Now you want to go back in? Doesn't make much sense. And the Israelis are not happy about this at all. So, White House Special Envoy to the Middle East, Witkoff, appears to confirm tonight on Fox that the Trump administration is no longer pushing for the total denuclearization of Iran or the destruction of its nuke program, instead wishing to impose limits on Iran's enrichment of uranium and the weaponization of its program. So again, this is a major turn of events. Like, whoa. It's like, wait a second. I thought this was going to be total denuclearization and we're going after them. So the Israelis freaked out at this, of course. And you have Bibi reports that Bibi was calling Trump. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And Israeli and American officials. And very predictably, we see a massive turn of events. Because again, originally it seemed, wait, there could be some sort of progress. And they're still going to meet next week. But it seems like now the sides could be farther apart than ever. And we could be escalating towards war with Iran. Okay, so this is the update today. After Witkoff made those comments, complete backtrack. Look at this. Following White House Special Envoy Witkoff's statements on Iran and the subsequent reaction, the White House and the State Department basically said, no. What Witkoff said was not true at all. We're calling for a total end to Iran's nuclear processes. And Iran has said, no, we're not going to agree to that under any circumstance. So I'm not exactly sure how a negotiation can be when one side said there's no exceptions, Iran's nuclear program has to be completely gone. Then the Iranians are like, that's a non-starter. We're not doing that on any circumstance at all. So where exactly do we go from here? Especially, I think it's super important because it basically backtracked on Trump's Middle East envoy's statement. So the White House is saying, no, total denuclearization, this is unacceptable. So I think we're just escalating towards potential conflict in the Middle East sooner rather than later, because I'm assuming these negotiations to fail, to be honest with you. And I think within the next couple of weeks, we could be seeing a potential strike on Iran. And going further than that, Steve Witkoff, basically, this is today. Look at this. And this is completely different than what he said yesterday. He said a deal with Iran will only be signed if it is a Trump deal. Iran must stop and eliminate its nuclear enrichment and weapons program. So this is not what he was saying yesterday. Yesterday, he was saying, whoa, okay, only to a certain level. Only to a certain level, a very similar deal to the JCPOA, which is the Obama deal from 2015. He's basically completely backtracking on that, probably because Trump got in his ear and the Israelis got in Trump's ear and said, listen, this is unacceptable. We need complete denuclearization. And what do you know? The tides have turned, and it seems like we could be beating the war drums here. And what makes this even more interesting, guys, is Trump has accused the Iranians of basically lagging this out. Apparently, Trump is kind of pushing for a deal potentially in the short term, but that doesn't seem to be what the Iranians want. They're trying to drag it out, according to the White House, because they want another meeting in a week from now or this Saturday, when Trump wants one like immediately. So again, it seems as though we could be on the precipice of a war in the Middle East. And the rhetoric is only escalating. So look at what the Ayatollah Khamenei of Iran said today. The Zionists should be awaiting the lashes of God's punishment. Okay, so pretty harsh rhetoric coming from the Ayatollah. And even more so, he also threatened, look at this, the Islamic world must take coordinated action against the Zionist regime's crimes politically, economically, and here's the key, if necessary, in carrying out operations. And obviously, this sparked a reaction from the Israelis. Here's the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Today, the dictator of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei, posted a call to eliminate Israel. He didn't exactly say that, but make no question. I mean, he said that before. Let me be clear. Israel will not be eliminated. What we must be eliminated is Iran's axis of terror. So again, a threat to Iran now, basically saying, okay, Iran needs to be destroyed here. So I think there's no question Bibi is pushing for war with Iran. There's no question about it. I'm almost 100% telling Trump, we got to attack Iran. Bibi's been looking for this for years. And with Trump in the White House, a very close ally of the Israelis, He sees this as his time to strike, especially because Iran is so vulnerable right now in terms of Hezbollah being weakened. So I think negotiations will fail, and we will see a strike on Iran within the next month. I would say within the next month, maybe I'll say by June 1st, but within the next month, I would say. Okay, it just I do not see any sort of negotiations working out, especially after this mess. This is a massive backtrack from the White House, and after what Witkoff said, it also goes to show you the incompetence of the administration. We had the Middle East envoy who met with the Iranians last week, said, "Okay, maybe we'll just do a reduction and very similar deal to the JCPOA." Now Witkoff is forced to completely backtrack on everything he said. So it's a massive turn of events in the last 24 hours. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please, we're so close to 500 subs. Let's try and get on this video. Let's just try and hit it. Let's hit it today. Screw it. I'll try and hit it today. So that's what I got for you guys today. Make sure to like, subscribe. My Patreon link is in the description. My Amazon links are in the description as well. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. I'll see you later.